Hello, today I'm fixing a problem that's driving Subaru owner crazy. This 2018 Outback has a fog light, but they don't turn on at all. Body shop worked on it, wiring was messed with, and the switch does nothing. So I'm going to diagnose this properly and show you how to fix it step by step, even if you're not an electrician. Let's do it. All right, we're inside the car now. Let's open ignition or just turn on the car for the battery. And then, as you can see, that's the light. Let's wait for the codes to go away, for the dashboard lights. Okay, now there's no codes in here. Let's do the light. And as you can see, the light comes in. And then this is the fog light. As you can see, when I turn it on, it comes here. See? Turn it off, turn it on. Okay, while we did this, let's see. Basically, now it's on. So now we should have the fog light outside. Let's confirm this real quick. Okay, as you can see, there's no fog light. All right. Okay, and let me show you the cluster again. I don't have any codes, and the light is on, and the fog light is on. That's the parking brake, and that's my seat belt. It's not being fastened. What we can do just to be safe, I hooked up my scan tool, which is launch pad V. I'm gonna turn off the engine, but turn on the ignition, and then I can turn off the light. So now it's turned off. Let me screw. Okay. All right, let's just scan to see if we have any code related to lighting, things like that. Okay, we will choose America. Yes. Okay, this is Outback. And then where we can do smart detection. This is basically a system scan. All right, as you can see, we don't have any codes related to like light, things like that. This is AC, which is the sun load. Since I'm inside the garage, there's no sun. That's why sometimes gives you this code. So let me clear it all. Let me see if we are good. I cleared it because sometimes when you scan it, you just trigger some codes to come up, but I do have no code, so that's a good sign. Okay, let's turn this off, and then so let's start testing and see where the power disappears. Now, since there's no since the fog sign comes on, it could be relay or power at the connector, or there may be a break, but let's do it step by step. Okay, what I did now, I jacked up the car both sides. So you do both sides so you're able to go under it. What I need to do is I need to go and see if there's actually a bulb inside and the connector connected, since the body shop worked on it. Also, if you don't have, no problem. I opened the hood. What I'm gonna do now, since I'm gonna turn on the light and fog light, I don't know if the fog light, I can turn on the fog light by itself. I'll try, But just so I don't lose the power in the battery, I have a charger. I will put the charger on it so it will keep the voltage stable while I'm working on it. Okay, so I have the extended cord and I have my C-Tech. I'm gonna put it on supply. Okay, so this is the positive. I'll put the red while the temperature is on the positive. And I will put the black on the negative, which is, I can see the negative sign. Make sure you don't do the reverse, different polarity. Sure you know about this. And now we put it on power. Okay, I hooked up. And then the mode is on supply. So now it keeps the voltage for the car the same. So I don't have to turn on the car to recharge while I'm working. It will keep the voltage, on 13.75, something like this, under 14 volts, which that's where we need. Okay, now that we put it on charge, we will turn on the ignition and then turn on the light. So now I put it on. It looks like when I open the ignition, when I open the light, it goes on auto. And then the fog light comes on too because it's on. Okay, but I don't trust it. I'll put it on the actual light. Okay, now make sure the fog light is on and we leave it this way. We are not worrying about the power loss or anything because it's power supply connected to it. All right, I'm on the driver's side and this is under the car. Okay, it looks like we have to remove this. In my case, it's not super well because there's no clip here. There should be clip here, here, here. That's the only clip I see. Well, it's easier for us. We just remove this clip and then you can bend this. Don't worry, if it's not too cold there, this is not gonna break. You can just make it away and then look under it. Okay, I got my tools. This is what I'm gonna be using for removing the clip on this guy. Okay, and this is for the tray that I'm using, putting the clips on stuff that, I found these from Amazon. This is from, Harbor Freight. This is from Harbor Freight. And also one safety tip, make sure you always use a jack stand in both sides. Never trust the jack by itself. Okay, this doesn't break, but it's just the aftermarket one that they've used, and it's really hard to get it out, but it's still good. We can still use it. Otherwise, I have new ones I can use it. Okay, let's put it in the tray. And now that we open this, let's open this in here, and then let me show you what I see. Okay, let's make sure the housing is good. So the housing is good. And make sure the connector is intact. Looks like the connector is there, the housing is there. So what we can do, let's remove the connector and inspect it. Looks like it looks good actually. Let's get the bulb out. Okay, I'm gonna test this outside with a power probe. Actually, as soon as I, stand up, I got out from the car, I can clearly see it. This is, this actually, you should see a wire between this. So this is no good. We should definitely change this without even testing it. Well, let's check the other side as well. If it's the same case, means that we just have to get two of these. Well, before I go to the other side, let me find another bulb like this. I'm pretty sure I have one in the garage. And then we'll test it. If that's good, that's cutting the diagnostic in half. This is easy fix if that's the case. All right, guys, I found two. Okay, look at mine. Look at the difference. See what I'm talking about. Do you see this part? See the one that I got from the car. See, this car is blown clearly. So we will install this one. And then see here, they're pretty much the same. I also have this one. And then when you look at it, it does look good. Actually, I don't know about this one. I think this is not good as well. Well, I'm gonna try both of it to see what it is. All right, so let's test it. Okay, let me make sure you're seeing it. Let me flatten out a little bit. Okay, so let's start with this one. I'm pretty sure this one works. Let's see if this works. Okay, moment of truth. All right, this works. Let's try the other one. Okay, this is the one that was on the car. This definitely doesn't work, which we got it out from the car. Okay, this is bad. And then this is mine, the other one. If this works, we can install for the other side. Yep. Okay, it looks like both of mine works, but mine looks stronger. It's really getting hot really fast. Okay, well, what we can do, we will reinstall it. Let me show you, just in case. So basically, what you do, let me zoom. You put it in here. You keep twisting it until it goes into place. Sometimes it's just trying to resist. Now it's in place. Then push it and then twist it. That's it. And then we put this in there. All right, let me show you. Okay, this side is good. Bueno, let's go to the other side. Well, I forgot to tell you, we should put this back, but that's not going to be a lot of learning curve because mine is only have one clip. So basically what I'm going to do, I'll just put this back and then put this clip back in. Okay. All right, we are done with this side. Let's go to the other side. This was driver's side, by the way. Before I go to the passenger side, I just want to show you what kind of bulb you need for the fog light. It's H11. Okay, you can just say H11 bulb, you can get it. If you want to get exactly H11 12 volt, and this is that's the one from the car that it's bad, and this is the one that I'm putting in. Mine is Philips H11 again. Mine is from China. The other one was Germany. It doesn't matter. Philips is a good one. You can get the Sylvania from AutoZone or O'Reilly. They have it. That one is a good brand too. I think it's American. Okay, now we are on the passenger side. As you can see, the plastic, it's a little bit broken, but the tab is good. So we put a clip here and then clip in the back and then put it underneath. So this should be fixed. So now that we know this, let's pull it down so we can expose the fog light housing. All right, here's the fog light housing inside. Okay, this is the other side. Basically, you can push this tab and then pull it toward you. And then twist this, open it, take it out. Well, guys, this is out. Let me show you. Let me not cut this so you can see it exactly. Do you see how there's no connection here? And the reason they really go bad, these ones, because it's closer to the ground, and then when you hit the water, things like that, it goes away. Besides, this car has been in accident, front end, so there's a chance that it happens during the accident. So let me get that bulb and then reinstall it. I'm not even checking before because I'm positive that's gonna be this is gonna be the case. So put it in place and then keep twisted and then see when it's in place. Make sure all 3 legs is in. So do you see that how flat? Then twist it. It should twist freely, not so hard. Now we put it back. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Let's see. Okay, what's going on? Okay, for some reason the connector does not sit in there. Let me put the camera in here for a second. Okay, let's see what's going on. Maybe this bulb doesn't fit this one. Let me do it here. Oh, okay. It works, but... Okay, then, did I put it wrong or... Oh, it's like this. Okay, let's see what I'm missing here. Okay, now it's sitting there. Let's see how we can put this back. Okay, make sure when you put this back, it clicks. Do you see it this way? All right, we are done with this side as well. Moment of truth, it's gone. Okay, we put this in here, and then I'm gonna bring 2 clips, putting it here and here, and this is done. And let me show you from front. All right, that's the fog light. And then let me show you if I turn it off here. So now, do you see it here? And then from the signal light, it's this one. I turn it off. Now it should not work. Let's verify that. Okay. Now it's gone. For the last time, let's just turn it on and then show you how it is. So just because the dash shows the fog light on doesn't mean the bulb are good or plugged in always. So check the basics first before you chasing wiring or modules. Anyway, if this helps you save money or anything, hit the like button and subscribe. I diagnose real problems like this every week. See you in the next one.